Hi everyone, DJ here. Welcome to Selena City and Lego Worlds Part 183. Over the last part of Selena City, I have shown y'all what the last day, or not really the last day, because most of all the world is coming back around the summer. But the last day of Selena Resort World. If you haven't checked out the last part of Selena City, make go check that part before this one. But today, I'm coming back to an OC world that I haven't been on since 2024 around February. And it's almost about to be a year later, which is pretty much about one more day, which is kind of crazy to me. And it's one of the most worlds and one of the most OCs that's been here since, since 4 years, and this world has been here since literally like almost 2 years. And that is Tammy's world. Tammy world is pretty much back, which I hopefully the world was called, but I had to go ahead and look back at the video period my own time. But yeah, Tammy world is pretty much back, and so has Tammy. It has been a long time since I pretty much seen this OC. She's one of the most very OC, like very oldest OCs, like mostly like at all. What I'm trying to say is that she is the oldest OC, mostly like around 2022. Cause this OC, as I'm saying this again, 4 year later, which is pretty much crazy. So since I'm pretty much back mostly in Tammy's world, why not go ahead and relive of the memories? So I wait no time as always. Let's get into this. Wow, this this is crazy. So wow, this house was really pink when I colored it. Yeah, that's definitely pink. Yeah, pretty much sure it's pink. Wow. Got the balcony chair, then the yellow post box. Really interesting. Let's see what the inside the house was like. Not too much actually. Wow, not really too much. Okay. Got most of the sofa, got the armchair, got one in the next one I command chair. That's cool. What's upstairs? Nothing. Oh, we got the piano in here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like our house is not too much. Okay, here we go. So this is her, pretty much her bed. I think I didn't change the bed, I believe. Yeah, I think I didn't change the bed because this is part of like the showcat build. So which is interesting. But we do got the fancy computer if I remember. Yeah, the fancy computer desk with the Nexo command chair. We were called like the Nexo command chair, but they call it the Nexo command chair. So which is nice to see. So let's see what the bathroom looks like. Really nice, really decent bathroom. Nothing really new to most of the bathrooms. And also, guys, I forgot to mention, by the way, my channel is actually turning mostly 8 years around February the 16th. So, literally around, not next Monday, but literally like 2 weeks. So, which is kind of crazy, actually, that I've been here on this, like, literally been doing this for 8 years, which is like, it's still kind of mind-blowing to me. But, let's see, the kitchen looks very nice. What about back here? Got the washing machine. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't look too crazy as I remember from her house, but I mean, hey, it's her house. So I don't want to go ahead and judge a book by its cover. Alright, so let's go ahead and go outside. So let's see what the vehicle we got. Oh, the pink convertible. Yeah, I do remember the pink convertible. Wow, it's been like a while since I've seen that car. And then we got like a, oh yeah, it's been like kind of like a soccer match. Yeah, I remember in 2024, it looks like a soccer match. Wow, that is actually kind of like crazy. All right, so let's see. Let's check out the colony house. Let's see what we got. So, oh no, this one's very pink one. But what type of color of pink is this one? This is like very light pink. It does have the post box. All right, so let's see. Let's see what the living room looks like. Oh, we got the lava chair. We got the kitchen oven. I think that is the kitchen oven, correct? Yeah. Wow. You got the kitchen counter. Also with the TV. Okay. What about the upstairs? I think the upstairs has always never been really, new. Got the wardrobe. We got... Wait, what? Wait, so this one I put the small cabinet right here. Wait, what? Yeah, I know it's the bathroom. I know that. But, like, what's with the small cabinet? Wait, did I actually put the small cabinet right there? Wow. I actually never thought of doing that. That is interesting. Alright. Then we got is, like... Looks like the same color as the at Tammy's house. Okay. What's this one look like? Okay, got the wait, these are the airport chairs? Yeah, these are airport waiting chairs. With the flat screen TV. the kitchen sink, and the kitchen counter. Okay. Looks like I didn't decorate that much, mostly with the kitchen items. The upstairs, not so different except with the washing machine for some reason, but okay. I could just put the washing machine lay like most like inside the house, but okay. Then we got most of the red house, of course. We got like the red color. What we got in here? Got is the what is this? The coffee table, the balcony chair, and the gaming computer desk. Okay. What's the upstairs? Bathroom? Bathroom, but with the this ain't the modern wardrobe, is it? It is. How am I just knowing this? Like I don't like I haven't been on this world like almost 2 years. I don't even know how I know all this. Like I know 2 years ain't like that far from 2024, but like, dude, like I just don't know how I know all these. I have no idea. I guess it might because I've been doing this Lego series for so long. I guess I'm like just like a mind reader. All right, then we got is one of the what is the Chinese New Year showcase builds. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Yep, these are the Chinese New Year showcase builds. So this is the Chinese New Year pagoda. Yeah, I remember this showcase build. I remember all the Chinese New Year showcase builds. I actually am gonna show them mostly this year, but I don't know when the when the Chinese New Year starts. I don't know. Maybe it had probably already been started around January. I probably forgot, but I'm gonna go ahead and check on my own time. So this is what the showcase build looks like. Real nice. The vehicle right there, actually, if I remember correctly, this is the the Chinese New Year tuk tuk, which is pretty much the same one like the police one, except this one's like Chinese version. So which is very nice actually. I mean, I can pretty much drive it. Actually, no, hold on. Let's not try to mess anything up. Let me go ahead and copy it. I'm gonna go copy it and then put it right here. There we go. I wonder if it's actually a real vehicle. If it's actually a real vehicle, like in China, or especially like in like mostly from other states, that is really something. I mean, this is like a funny vehicle to ride in, but it mostly looks fun at the same time. That is pretty much cool. What's the next one actually? Oh, I think I recognize what this one is. Is this the dog shrine? Yeah, this is the this is pretty much the dog shrine. Yeah, this is another Chinese New Year showcase build. Actually, what's kind of concerning about this showcase build is that there's supposed to be a dog somewhere part of this showcase build, but some reason I don't even have the most of like the dog actually, the Chinese New Year dog. That's who I'm missing. And some reason I don't got it. I might have to go ahead and put my mostly spawn one on my own time instead of being in sandbox mode. But it's so weird not seeing him like mostly on here, which is like kind of odd. But still, this showcase build is really classic. It's good to see the showcase build mostly after like a long time. Then the next one, I think this is the garden one. Yeah. Wow. Close though. Chinese New Year flower garden. Yeah. Really old showcase build for Chinese New Year one. This one's actually kind of beautiful because I like how it's kind of like just like a regular garden with like Chinese decorations on it. That is very nice to see. So it's good to see this showcase build again. And then the last one, I think this one is pretty much called the Temple Gate. Yep, the Chinese New Year Temple Gate. Yep. So this is part of with this character, the Chinese New Year celebrator. You can pretty much get her pretty much in the Chinese New Year showcase build, so which is pretty much cool. So it's good to pretty much see most of this showcase build. But also there was an OC that's supposed to live mostly in I think in Selena City, but like I said before, I literally forgot who that character was. I think it was a Chinese New Year OC, but I literally forgot who she was. Yeah, so I'm very sorry. And then we got is mostly the Lady Classic Space showcase builds. These showcase builds are very classic. So let's see. Where are they at? Let's see. I don't really confirm find it because most of all there's like these are the only showcase build I can just basically see. Either it might be very out top. Okay, there we go. So this one is the the communication station. Yeah, the communication station. Okay, I remember showing that showcase build. Actually, I remember showing mostly all these. We don't really have to go through and buy. But like these showcase builds were really like, really like classic to like around 2022. And also, forgot to mind this too. These showcase builds are literally 4 years later, and I spoiled the DLC from literally 4 years later. Can you believe that? I think I when I come back started doing streaming again. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, doing coming back and doing streaming. Wow. Let's see what else we got. We got the 60th anniversary one. Which I'll tell you one thing, by the way. I had to, I looked on pretty much on YouTube, and I was seeing people still doing like, like Lego builds, pretty much like in like 2026. And I come across this channel where he pretty much, this channel is like literally one of the most like popular, like one of the most popular like Lego channel. And most of all, I seen them pretty much, do like any type of Lego, by the way. And most of all, when I pretty much search that person, I pretty much, sorry, search most like, the Lego. Pretty much, everybody else is pretty much still doing Lego. Everyone else is still doing building Lego, by the way, which is very crazy to me, but also like still pretty much nice to see. I'm so glad Lego is still going strong to today, especially in the big 2026. So that is pretty much great to see. But the 60th anniversary of this showcase build is pretty much a nice one. I'm just kind of crazy that Lego been here for this long. I don't think it's probably 60 years by now, but I feel like it gotta be like some type of year for the number for Lego. But whatever it is, it's probably gotta be like some more than 60 years. But welcome back. Sorry, it's good to see you. 60-year anniversary showcase build. And then we just got the temple, which I pretty much just shown Lee just last month. So I don't have to talk about the showcase build because I have pretty much shown it. But this showcase build was pretty much great. I mean, this is one of the most very interesting showcase builds that showed like the temple, the pyramid temple of the showcase build. It was kind of odd that they got like a bunch of eggs around here, which I don't know why there's a bunch of eggs for some reason. Either there might be like some type of like some type of animal living down here, or something because this looks kind of very that's not saying it's kind of very unsettling, but kind of very odd. But still, it's good to pretty much see this showcase build again. Pretty much in 2026, actually. Alright. Tammy, let's go ahead and get out of here. Alright, there we go. Then we got the ice cream showcase build. Don't need to talk about this one too. This showcase build is officially 5 years later. Can you believe that? One of my favorite showcase builds from season 1 of 2021. And also, pretty much that was around January actually of 2021. Yeah, because around 2027 it's gonna be 6 years. So crazy. So I don't have to go ahead and go inside of it. You guys have seen it a lot of times of it, Lee a lot of times. So I don't have to go ahead and pretty much talk much about this showcase build, but it's good to pretty much see it pretty much in 2026. All right, the next one is the Pug Z tree, which is another old showcase build from season 1 or 2. I think it's from season 1 or 2. It's got to be either the two. But this showcase build was a very interesting one. What I did like about this showcase build is that I don't know if they really do have a Pug Z vehicle around here. But what you can go up here is that I think there is a vehicle. Alright, let's see if Santa can make it out there. Yeah, so there is a vehicle. This one is called the the Jungle Cargo Helicopter. So it's pretty much like the Jungle Helicopter, so which is pretty much cool. One of the most very interesting showcase builds I've shown back around years ago of this 2020 era. This is a very old showcase build. Don't need much to explain about this because I have shown it mostly before. But one thing I gotta say to this showcase build is that this is a classic. So glad to pretty much see it pretty much in 2026. And the last one we have is the Golden Brick Bridge. This showcase build wasn't shown that too long ago. I think mostly when Selena Season 2 came out. I think it was shown in Selena Season 2. I'm not too sure. But this showcase build is very cool actually. What I do like about this showcase build is that most of all this showcase build is from 5 years. But also it has like some mostly vehicles. So what you got is most of all the pizza van and the pink cargo. Or sorry, the pink convertible. I don't know why I call it cargo. But the pink convertible and the pizza van. You know what I like about these vehicles, by the way, is that the pizza van is probably like one of my favorite vehicles, mostly from this showcase build. The pink convertible is pretty much cool too, but I think like the pizza van is probably one of the most very interesting vehicles for this showcase build, especially in Lego Worlds. And I do like how in the showcase build they show most of like the Golden Brick Bridge and most of the characters that you mostly see in the game. I think the only one you don't really see often is the trader, so which is pretty much fine. But the astronaut, the intergalactic space woman, or I think she's just called the intergalactic, and the forest man. So it's pretty much good to see the show can build pretty much again, but most of all, pretty much in 2026. So glad to see the show can build pretty much in 2026. Alright, but everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and off right here. If y'all enjoyed, try know what to do. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.